Hey all, starting to get a little dark out, but I just wanted to make a video showing the setup. I'm sure some people are out there wondering if you can just hook up like a regular pool pump and filter setup to one of these Walmart Summer Waves pools. The answer is yes, you can. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there, and I just wanted to show you the way I've done it, give you some ideas. I know when it comes to stuff like this, there's no like right or wrong way to do it, but it's nice to see what other people have done. So just to give you an idea of what I have going on, I have plumbed in here. Here's the, we got the pump going to the filter, and I have the flexible PVC line going to the return jet. That's pretty self-explanatory, clamped down there. I did use a little heat when I originally did that, just to make sure it sealed up nice, and that's working good. So the main thing here, what I have, this is 1.25 inches. So if you're wondering like what size of pipe is good, and that's what I got going. So that's a 1.25 inch rubber hose and clamp there with 1.5 inch or 1.25 inch plumbing. Now it's a little, different than your standard 1.5 inch or 2 inch stuff. So I thought that was important to mention that that's 1.25 inch. So a lot of these pools don't come with a filter on the side at all. A lot of the new ones, which is one of the reasons I specifically chose this one, is because it has the filter hanging off the side, so I can do this. So one thing, let me grab the part and I'll show you what I had to do. Okay, so one of the first things I did when I got this pump, the pool and filter, is I took a grinder and cut the little pump right out of it. So you can see here at the bottom of the skimmer, this unscrews and it pops out. I wasn't sure if it was gonna leak or if it would still be waterproof, but that's what I did. Right, first thing, I cut the cord off, and I didn't even start it up and try. This is a replacement pool. We had this exact size pool here for 8 years, 8 seasons, and it got really worn out. So this one's only been up for about 10 days now, but that's the same system I was using on the other one, so I wanted to adapt it to this. But so I don't know if it's 100% necessary to actually cut the motor out if you want to use a regular pump, because that's not like right up against it, but and I think the water would just flow through there. But I didn't want the restrictions. I also wanted to be able to do stuff like this. If you want to run a crawler vac, you're not going to be able to do it with these little weak ass pumps that come on these things. So and it's wired into a timer and all that stuff, just like a regular pool is. And because of the flow rate is so strong, we only have to run the pump a couple hours a day, and it circulates this amount of water, no problem. That's it. This still isn't a perfect setup as far as the crawler back goes, because it does pump off, or it does pop off once in a while. I'll show you what I did there. So that is just simply, it's basically held on by suction. So I just got this little angle piece here, and I cut it right about the size of the nub, because there's a little nub coming out from the inside of where this return line goes out, or I should say suction line. That's the return line, suction line. It's just enough to get this to suck onto it. We'll put it back on like that. And it works fine, but I mean it does, as soon as you shut the pump off, it pops off, or which is fine, but I mean it works. And I only run the vacuum, you know, maybe once a week for a few hours, then take it back out. But so there it is. Hopefully this can give you some ideas if you're thinking about doing the same thing. You know, that's just a regular standard, you know, 1 horsepower pool pump plumbed in. So the nice, you know, one thing I did want to mention, the nice thing about this setup or this brand of pool, it did come with these plastic plugs to plug the skimmer hole and to plug the return jet. So like if you want to open your pump basket lid, you know, it's nice. But I would recommend putting a, you know, a shut-off valve somewhere in these lines so you don't have to worry about that. You know, when you take the pump basket lid off to clean the pump basket, obviously the water just flows out, or when you're trying to clean your cartridge. Yeah, I would put some shut-off valves. I mean, I didn't, and it's fine the way it is, but probably would be nice if there was a shut-off valve in there. But that's it. Hopefully that gives you all some ideas of, you know, how to plumb it if you're thinking about doing it. It's very doable, and she's working great. No leaks, no problems. It's pretty darn quiet. It's got great flow, you know. It's working great. All right, have a good one. Here's this is this is totally a whole nother thing. Maybe I'll make a video about this sometime. But this is actually our heater setup, which works great when it's hot out. When the sun is out, let's see the water. There we go. So there are some heaters up on the roof up there. There are 2 standard size pool heaters up there, solar heaters, and it works great. That water, depending on how sunny it is, how hot out it is, if you slow that water down enough, you can get it to come out hot enough to burn you. I mean, it really does work that good. You can really heat up your pool quick with that. So. But yeah, if you're wanting a regular system on your pop-up pool, that's the way you can do it. So hope it works out great for you. Have a good one. There goes Rosie. Bye, Rosie.